How is everybody doing today? Today's video is going to be more about Dragon Ball Xenoverse, specifically the mechanics behind the transformations in the game. During New York Comic Con, which was only a few days ago I believe, we got new gameplay footage of Dragon Ball Xenoverse showing off battles between Goku and others and Vegeta and others. And in this gameplay we saw these two characters going Super Saiyan. Now, the mechanics behind the transformations weren't necessarily shown off first at this year's Comic-Con. They were kind of like shown, I think, around the Tokyo Game Show or Japan Expo, whichever one of those two came first. So the way it works is you transform, given you've got enough ki to do so, and then I believe over time either the ki meter depletes or you use too many supers, you then revert back to your base form. Now, this kind of worries me a little bit, because the only other time we've ever seen something like this in a Dragon Ball game was back in the Budokai series, and I believe how that worked was when you had enough ki you could transform, and you could deplete your ki gauge, charge back up, all that kind of stuff, and then it wasn't until you got knocked down that you would revert back. And that does not seem like the way it works in Xenoverse. The reason it worries me is because I thought the Tenkaichi games and the Raging Blast games had transformations sort of down to a fine art where it was good, where you could either select the transformation before the battle started, or during the battle, depending on your ki, you could ascend further if the character could do so, or you could revert back. And from the footage seen, this is clearly not how it works. So this brings up a few questions with characters like Goku, Vegeta, Frieza, Cell, Super Buu, who have these multiple transformations. How is that going to work into the skill set that you have to lay out for your character before you start a battle? Goku has like 5 transformations: Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, Super Saiyan God, that was only 4. How's that going to work? Frieza transforming 4 times, Cell transforming, Super Buu transforming. All of these questions, but no answers just yet. Hopefully we might find out a little bit more before the release date, or maybe we'll all just have to wait until it releases. Now, it may sound like I'm being totally negative about this, but it's just because this mechanic seems so radically different to any other transformation mechanic in the Dragon Ball games that we've had. Now, maybe it's the competitive side of the game that's coming into play, where you're not supposed to be super powerful for long periods of time. That could be it, and that's what I'm sure that they're thinking. They don't want you to have this Super Saiyan 3 power for 15 minutes or 10 minutes or however long your match goes for. That makes sense. So again, hopefully we'll find out more about it, and maybe we'll be able to get a grasp on what it's like. Who knows, maybe I won't even notice, or maybe it won't feel any different to playing a Budokai game or a Tenkaichi game. But again, questions about characters like Frieza, Cell, and Buu and how they will work, that's probably another story, and probably a little less or even more complicated than this one, and hopefully we'll find out about that soon. So they were my thoughts on the transformation mechanics for Dragon Ball Xenoverse. What do you guys think? Do you think it's good that they're going to have sort of a time limit with your ki, how long you can be a Super Saiyan for? Or would you rather that they kept transformations permanent through the entirety of the match? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to check out my Dragon Ball Xenoverse playlist, where I put every video I do related to Dragon Ball Xenoverse. My most recent one in there is a video where I give you my thoughts on the Xenoverse beta. So if you're interested in that, give that a look, and it should be linked in the description and at the end of this video, along with the playlist. Until my next Dragon Ball Xenoverse video, have a fantastic day.